On Tuesday, June 12th, Cook County Board President Toni Preckwinkle was joined today by a host of elected officials, numerous stakeholders, and members of the developer team in a ceremonial groundbreaking for the restoration and redevelopment of Old Cook County Hospital.
So I want to thank you for joining us today for this groundbreaking and the celebration of the Old Cook County Hospital redevelopment project. As I look out, I see many officials and stakeholders who've been supportive of our efforts over the years, looking toward redevelopment of this building. The project would not have been possible without their backing and support, and I'm grateful. It's taken us a while to get here. This is a project that I anticipated since 2015 when we first started the process. The moral of the story, of course, is it takes time to do anything important, usually more time than you anticipated. We invited architects and community residents to give us their best ideas. These ideas were incorporated into our request for proposal, and make sure I say it right, the Civic Health Development Group, CHDC, was selected after an extensive review process. Working closely with the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership, Target Group, and Communities Empowered Through Construction, we've held workforce fairs geared toward hiring in this community. This beautiful building has been vacant for 16 years, far too long. The redevelopment of Old Cook County Hospital will be an anchor for redevelopment throughout the medical district in the near west side of Chicago. This project creates historic and lasting urban transformation in the heart of our county. I'm excited about the partnership we have with the Civic Health Development Group and the team they've assembled for this project. Today's groundbreaking is a major milestone. And now I'd like to thank Mayor Emanuel for the support of the city for this project, as well as Alderman Burnett, who we'll hear from shortly. But first, Mayor Emanuel.
I too will be brief. First, I want to congratulate President Preckwinkle for her persistence in seeing an idea starting in 2015 to this point. Congratulations is due to you. Second, today's with the groundbreaking. We are actually closing one period and ushering in another period of time. And if you look around, this is not an island. There's the new Malcolm X Community College, the healthcare school in the community college system, the Crane High School, which is our healthcare high school, and then also obviously the United campus that's now being built with all the training facilities that are there and all the other research and operations that are there for both the Blackhawks and the Chicago Bulls. And so you see this incredible economic development, job opportunity, and a new future that's coming to the near west side. And the complement between the city's investments, the county's investments, is actually creating a place that was once actually referred to as Chicago's Ellis Island, because of all the health care it provided for immigrants, is now being redeveloped as a research, hotel, and other type of investment in the neighborhood. And it will take this Illinois medical district that is known or not only around the country but around the world, and usher in a new era of innovation, economic opportunity, and job growth. And I cannot think of a better partnership between the city and the county in seeing all the other developments happening and bringing that opportunity here to the near west side. Again, congratulations, and all the accolades go to President Preckwinkle for her leadership in seeing this vision and working in taking it from an idea, today's groundbreaking, and I think we're all excited for the ribbon cutting, not just because of cutting a ribbon, but cutting a ribbon on the opportunities and the growth and the vision that's required. Congratulations to all involved.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Mayor. I'm grateful, of course, to the staff who've worked so hard on this project, but I'm also grateful to our commissioners who've supported it all the way along through all the various phases and steps that led us to this day. And so on behalf of the commissioners, first I want to acknowledge Chairman John Daley to say a few words.
Thank you very much, President Preckwinkle. And also I want to congratulate you and thank you for your outstanding vision for the county, especially in healthcare. To Mayor Emanuel, Mayor, as you were talking, you looked to Malcolm X, and as you outlined, your whole vision for the city is very inclusive. To my fellow commissioners, I want to thank each and every one of you. But Larry, I know you were very instrumental in this, and I want to thank you for your vision. In '02, it was very controversial at the time. I know John Stroger wasn't happy in the beginning, but he accepted it. But Toni, I want to thank you for your constant and the very elected officials. But on the board, as you know, President Preckwinkle and my fellow commissioners, future Congressman Garcia, who's leaving, and will hopefully bring money back. But there is a, we're constantly faced with, and it is individuals can come and speak, attacking us for providing health care and good quality health care to individuals who are not citizens. We will always, the mayor has said it, the president has said it, and as board members, we will always protect the right of anyone to come in to Stroger Hospital or any facility in the city or this county and get quality health care. It's an honor to be here today, and I thank each and every one of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chairman Daley. This is Commissioner Deere's district, and I want to give him an opportunity to talk about what it means to the people of the Near West Side.
Thanks so much, Madam President. Thank you very much, Madam President. This is an outstanding project. We're very, very happy. And Madam President, thank you for your vision. Thank you for your leadership and your drive in ensuring that this project, this renovation, is actually taking place. I would actually be remiss if I did not mention that we know that my good friend and mentor, Robert Steele, is looking down on this particular project and smiling as we come upon the year of his actual passing. He worked very hard on this project. I believe that this is going to be an economic opportunity for not only this particular area, but the surrounding areas. An opportunity for individuals to get jobs, an opportunity for individuals to get contracts, not only here on the west side of Chicago, but the south side of Chicago as well. So we're very, very happy about that. This is about helping individuals, not only those who have, but those who have not. And so we're happy that this project is here, and I'd like to say welcome to the 2nd County District.
Thank you. Before I introduce Alderman Burnett, I'd like to thank Chairman Daley for reminding us of the history of how we got to this point. The history teacher appreciates that. And I want to thank Commissioner Deere for remembering and acknowledging Robert Steele, who was a real champion of this facility, and we want to remember him today as well. So thank you. Now, my former colleague, Alderman Burnett. This is his ward, and the alderman of the ward always gets to speak. Alderman.
Thank you very much, Madam President, to you and to all of the commissioners. First of all, I want to thank you all for your vision. Thank you for putting all these things together. You know, my wife, Darlena, was a former commissioner, and she was blessed at the time when they closed this hospital and helped to break ground on the new hospital. So there's a lot of history here. But I want to ask everyone here, how many people was born in a county hospital?
All right.
So it's so wonderful to be here at a time when we're getting ready to do something with this building, bring some life to a building that has given so much life to our city and our county and also to the state of Illinois. It's a blessing to see that this building is going to be reused. I commend the commissioners for saving the building years ago. There's going to be almost 1,000 jobs in this building. There's going to be a lot of construction jobs, and money that's going to be leveraged from this building is going to help to build other medical facilities and offices in this district. So I'm just happy to be a part of this. I'm happy that this is in the 27th Ward, and I thank God for the opportunity to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Alderman Burnett. When I was alderman, one of my priorities was trying to save our beautiful old buildings. And at the time, the city's policy was to demolish things that were vacant. And so I would always send staff to Housing Court to try to prevent demolition of our beautiful old gray stones and brick buildings and try to find developers who would take on the challenge of renovating these buildings, these vacant buildings. I'm very grateful to John Murphy and his team for taking on the challenge of this building, and believe me, it's a challenge. Anybody who's been in there knows that it's in pretty difficult condition. Let's just put it that way. It's falling apart. I mean, there's no way around it. So I'm very grateful to John and his team for taking on this challenge. I know that they will move expeditiously with this project because they're probably going to lose their shirts on it. But they will make a lot of money on the subsequent phases. So they have a real incentive. They have a real incentive to get this done. So I'm very grateful to John and his team. Please welcome him.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate everyone coming here today.
Talking about losing your shirt, you appreciate that.
What they say, all the pioneers had a lot of arrows in their back before moving on to the next phases. But I'm both humbled and honored to be here today. We've worked with Toni and her team for the last 2.5 years to get to this point. Can't be more thankful for our investors, not only MB Real Estate, the Leaf Mountain Fund, the Walsh Group, the Lanigan family. It's a daunting task to take over this project, but it unlocks so much opportunity for so many for the next century. Not only jobs, this building will be converted to approximately 210 hotel rooms, Hyatt House and a Hyatt Place. On the eastern portion of the building, on the west, will be a 75,000-foot medical office component. We're going to have a 4,000-foot museum recognizing the history of this institution. I've got such fond appreciation for everything that's taken place here. Such pioneering medical procedures were developed here on this site, and we're going to recognize that. We're going to have 25,000 feet of retail space that's going to have amenities for not only Cook County, but also Rush, University of Illinois, and all the IMD. But, you know, I can't say enough and can't be more appreciative of Toni and everything she's done to get us to this point. So thank you very much, and we look forward to proceeding.
Thank you. Thank you very much, John. So John, of course, is the head of the team and on the development side, and Walsh Construction, of course, is going to be the prime construction group for this project. And I want to introduce Matt Walsh and thank Dan Walsh in his absence for his help and support.
All right. Thank you, President Preckwinkle. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and all of it involved. Our Walsh Construction is celebrating its 120th year in business this year. A lot of that history is part of Cook County Hospital. As many of you know, we built the new Cook County Hospital, and it was through the leadership of then John Strozier, the amazing Ruth Rothstein, and Lester Crown, who absolutely insisted that that new building be built and replace this building, which was opened in 1916. Part of my family's history is my mother went to Fenger High School. I did not know that the first major surgeon who came from Denmark to this hospital was named Fenger, and Fenger High School was named for the first surgeon in this building. Since then, yeah.
U.S. history for 200.
Yes, U.S. history.
U.S. history for 200.
Yeah, exactly. So we're honored to have the opportunity to continue the tradition of our firm, working with Cook County Hospital, working with the county board, working with the city, working on the west side where our own office is located just down the street. And we look forward to working with the community, with Alderman Burnett, and all of the stakeholders and other members of this west side community. So congratulations to all who have been involved. President Preckwinkle, this would not happen without you. Thank you for your commitment.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Again, when I was alderman, we did a number of projects in the 4th Ward with Walsh Construction, and I want to thank Matt for representing the firm today. Last but not least, Larry Huggins. Larry Huggins and Joe Williams are part of the team that will work on this redevelopment, and we ask Larry to say a few words.
Thank you, Madam President. 20 years ago, Walsh Riteway actually built the new Cook County Hospital. And of course, 20 years ago, there were 3 commitments that we made to the county. The first commitment was to make sure that we brought the project in on time within budget. The second commitment we made was to make sure that we exceeded the county's and the city's MBE WB program. The third commitment we made was to make sure that we actually hired from the local community. But there was a fourth thing that we did 20 years ago that was unprecedented. And under the leadership of Dan Walsh, we met with the Building Trades Council, and we got them to make a commitment to open up the apprenticeship program. and under the old Cook County Hospital, which is now John Stroger Hospital, there were more apprentices that was hired on that project in the history of any project that had ever been done in this town. Of course, now 20 years later, I'm here with my partner, Matt Walsh, here with MB Realty, John Murphy, and of course, Joe Williams. And we're now here as part of the development team. The same commitment that we did 20 years ago, we're going to make sure that we do the same thing today to exceed any of the MBWE programs and to make sure that we open up opportunities for more young men and women to get into the construction trades.